body with his leadership capabilities by serving within various capacities and student governance. Daniel is a natural-born leader with the ability to drive out productivity amongst the student body. Indeed, he is one of the key ingredients that made our school student life year truly amazing. Some of the various accomplishments is his assistance in raising over $2,500 for the Terry Fox Foundation, the highest to date among the student body this year. Marketing our school's food drive for the North York Harvest Food Bank, which brought over 280 pounds of canned goods, which was another major achievement from his leadership ability with student governance. Moreover, his philanthropic role within the school and his community concerning our nation's youth and being a part of the school's Red Cross is a testament that he is not an ordinary student, but an extraordinary individual. I've had the opportunity to work with countless students from all over the world, and Daniel is one of those students that always stood out in my mind because of his sheer passion, drive, motivation, and tenacity to bring forth change through positive avenues, which is needed in our country today, especially for our young men. Daniel's growth as a mature, focused, goal-oriented, and determined individual is evident with his strong academic and social presence as an honor roll student and Red Cross president at J. Addison School. Indeed, Daniel embraces his destiny with a passion for academic excellence, with over 7 university offers this year. Please join me in welcoming Daniel LeGuin to the podium with his valedictorian address. Give him a round of applause.
Good morning. Alright, so I'm sorry. So to line up the mood, since my co-valedictorian Ada right here her speech was more serious. So to start this off, hello and good morning, everyone. I'd like to say thank you to all the owners, staff, faculty, teachers, students, and especially thank you to all the parents who took time out their busy schedules to come here and join us at our graduation ceremony. Woo. It's a great honor for me and all of you to be here and listen to my speech. Only a month ago, I received a letter from Mr. Brandon stating that I had been named one of the 2 valedictorians of J. Addison School, class of 2015. I was so happy. Throughout my whole life, I never thought that one day this kid would be standing right here representing the class of 2015. With this prestigious award, though, came an overwhelming pressure to deliver a good speech, to say something meaningful, or to pass my words of wisdom to the younger generation. Wait, what? How can an 18-year-old like myself do any of that? So over the past few weeks, I've been stressed out more than I've never been my entire life. The feelings has been even worse than old Mr. G's math tests and theories combined. Trust me, I know this. So, just like any other high school students, I went online and plagiarized my whole speech, and now I'm reading it up to you. All jokes aside, let me tell you how I pushed through and finished my speech. First, I gathered all the writing skills I learned from Miss E. Writer's Craft class. Assignments such as writing children's book, the writing process, writing a feature story, and much more have helped me greatly to finish this speech. So thank you, Miss E. Where's Miss E? Thank you, Miss E, for forcing me to come to class on time. Without you, and of course, the amazing Team Horton staff who make amazing medium every morning. Could have not survived through this semester. So thank you. You know how people say that at one point in your life, there's always that one special person that you will meet sooner or later. He or she will talk sense into you, show you the right way to go, and push you to work harder to achieve your goals. And for me, that person is Mr. Canny Gown, our wonderful math teacher. Mr. Gown, thank you for helping me this semester. Thank you for making our math classes enjoyable. And thank you for telling me to keep on doing what I'm doing. Most importantly, thank you for bringing me up whenever I felt like giving up. Your words of motivation and your stories of how you achieved your personal success have taught me valuable life lessons. By applying this ideology and all the equations such as trigonometry, taking derivatives, or optimization, I know for sure that I'm going to be successful in the near distant future. Also, a special thanks to all of my wonderful people, my friends, Stephen, Carvin, Dennis, Ada, Carrie, and Bowen, for being such wonderful math partners. I joke around a lot, saying to you guys that when I'm gone, you're all going to miss me so much. Just know that I'm the one that's going to miss and treasure all the moments that we share together in our math classes. Our lunch table, our $1 jokes in class, and how we compete against each other for higher marks. Although I may never be as strong as you guys are in math, but remember that I'll keep on working hard and prove the IQ theory wrong. I remember that when I was younger, other people always asked me what I wanted to do in the future. And I never had the answer to that question. So as many of you know, my family has a healthcare legacy. My grandparents, my own parents, and my cousins are all doctors. So as a kid growing up in a healthcare-focused family, I had the pleasure of gaining first-hand experience in the healthcare environment. I was tagged along with my parents to the hospitals. It was such an amazing experience. But as I grew a bit older, however, I started to realize how poor the public healthcare system in Vietnam was. And the poor never received the equal treatment as the rich. So every time I walked into the hospital, I felt overwhelming sympathy for these people. Then I thought to myself, is there any other way to change the lives of people in Vietnam? Because being a doctor might not always be enough. Then last year, I got a chance to study abroad in Canada. I started learning different views and perspectives to different subjects such as economics, accountings, and law. I learned how being in the business industry could improve the people's life drastically. That was also when I found my true passion, to study in business in Canada and bring the fresh and foreign perspective back to Vietnam and help improving the economy there. So fortunately, this year, in accounting class, I had the pleasure of being taught by a Rockman Commerce of University of Toronto graduate. It's amazing. Give a round of applause to me. Thanks, what we learned from Ms. Tao's accounting class was so much more than just crunching numbers. Crunching numbers. We learned about business ethics, how big corporate CEOs got caught doing unethical acts, and how greatly one's action can impact and affect others around them in the long term. So thank you, Ms. Tao, for passing on the experiences that you gained from being in the field. I could never have learned things like this if I did not have you as a teacher. So thank you. And keep in touch, because one day, when you decide to change your mind and want to go back into the business field, my future's company door on Wall Street will always be open. There's one more special teacher that I would like to say thank to, Ms. Sadiq. Man, I still cannot spell your name correctly on all of my assignments, eh? So thank you for putting up with my craziness throughout the whole second semester. In your class, I felt like I could truly be myself, a carefree kid who joked around way too much. Also, thank you for being such an amazing teacher. Although I don't get your jokes most of the time, at least you see Rochelle there laughing at your jokes. Right? Also, thank you for giving me all those free pens that you threw at me. I save an enormous amount of money on pens. Oh, and remember that, what I promised you, when I reach 1 million cap salary a year, I'll buy you that exact card that you want in your computer's wallpaper. So I'll miss you a lot. Brandon Pilgrim, we have been through so much together. You taught me so much through all of your talks and your one-on-one speeches. I will always keep your words in my heart as I continue on my life journey. Thank you so much for believing in me, even when no one believed in my ability. You always encouraged me to work harder and think before I speak. I wouldn't be standing here today without your words and lessons. We had our differences, yes, but we always made up. Our bond tightened together, tightened harder as the year went on. And that was when I knew that you are not just my teacher. You are my mentor, my leader, and my brother. I will never forget you.
Everything almost done.
There's another very special staff member that I wish to thank. He's the one that all of you met when you first entered the school, or perhaps when you get into trouble. Mr. Gallo, our school's leader and vice principal. At the beginning of the year, I was not the most responsible student. I was given my fair share of detentions. So eventually, Mr. Gallo called me into his office, but then I thought that was in big trouble. But no, what Mr. Gallo did instead was he told me about his experience here at J. Addison as a leader and a role model. He told me how far he lived and how he had to wake up at 4 a.m. every morning just to get to school on time. He told me that it does not matter how intelligent someone is, or he or she must have self-discipline in order to succeed. His story inspired me so profoundly that I decided to change my work ethic and myself. I started to get to school on time, wear the proper uniform, and listen to my teachers. For that, I want to thank you, Mr. Gallo. You have been such a great role model for me to follow, and I hope that one day I'll become a man just as great as you are. Another great man said, family is not an important thing. It is everything. And yes, my family means everything to me. No matter where I've been in my life, how many so-called best friends that I've had, no one has ever trusted and supported me more than my family. So thank you, bad man, for being there for me, both mentally and physically. Thank you for putting up with me for the past 18 years. Your son is now becoming a young adult. Since my speech has a time limit, I'd like to end my thank yous by mentioning those who gave me $1 to say their name is my speech. These individuals have supported me greatly throughout the school year. Mrs. Knox, our wonderful guidance counselor. Mr. Key, our grade A teacher. Miss M, our English teacher. Miss A, our soccer team's coach. Mr. Minetti, our school principal and leader. Mr. Robert, our wonderful coach. Okay. And Miss G, our science teacher. Miss R, our science teacher. Miss K, our art teacher. Miss Evans, our grade 5 teacher. Miss Jin, and all of the students, council members. So I think that I'm supposed to pass on my words of wisdom to all of you here. But truthfully, I'm just another student like you, wondering what the future holds. I'm excited and at the same time afraid of many different things. Many times, I've asked myself, what is university going to be like? Am I going to get a job after graduation? Am I going to get a girlfriend, perhaps? So many questions, but most of those are still unanswered. If I can say one thing though, it is that you should dream big. Work as hard as you can, and do not let others bring you down. Transfer any negative thoughts that others may put into your head into an intangible energy to help you achieve what you want. There are going to be times when you feel disappointed with the results, but just turn that into perseverance and hard work, and you will succeed. Some of you here might think that, well, this guy is on my age, or 1 year older than me. Why should I listen to him? Well, all I can say is that was how I achieved both academic and extracurricular success throughout my high school career. In one of my favorite books, Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, He said, "It is those who are successful, in other words, who are most likely to be given the kinds of special opportunities that lead to further success. It's the rich who get the biggest tax breaks. It's the best students who get the best teaching and most attention. And it's the biggest 9 and 10-year-olds who get the most coaching and practice. Success is a result of what sociologists call accumulated advantage. We are all very fortunate to get to study here at J. Addison School. The advantages that we have are tremendous compared to many others. So embrace this opportunity and work hard to shape the world as you desire." Thank you all for coming today. I wish you the best of luck in the future, and know that all of us are going to achieve great things in life, and we'll meet again soon. Well, we'll meet again next week on exam day. So class of 2015, we made it!
I think they deserve another round of applause. Wow. Those great and amazing valedictorian speeches. Very, very good, guys. Very proud of you. Now,